All right, happy evening once again. I'm Dr. Sudhakar, the head of strategy from the Professional Housekeepers Association. In this particular session, I'm going to provide orientation to all the PHA YUVA mentors as well as to the PHA YUVA members to understand the concept of the curtain raiser event focusing on skill development. The name of the event is Young Visionary Housekeepers Innovation in Housekeeping for Achieving Sustainable Development Goals. As you all know that the theme of this year's convention, the fourth Young Housekeepers National Convention, is how housekeeping can achieve in the Sustainable Development Goals and also G20. So what we are trying to do is in the skill development competition is we are providing opportunity for the young visionary housekeepers to come out with their innovative idea, which will help the housekeeping fraternity, the housekeeping sector to achieve the sustainable development goals in a more beneficial way. As you all know that housekeeping involves the huge investment in running its department in any of the companies. Be involved in using chemicals, equipments. A lot of manpower is involved. There are a lot of processes are involved. There is a revenue generation involved, right? There are customers who are involved. So how such a big sector, which is a part and parcel of every business, be it hotels or airlines or hospitals, or you name any of the companies, or you name any of the business, housekeeping plays a very important role. The way how we say food is very important, the housekeeping is also is very, very important for the survival of the human kind. So on this note, we are trying to provide an opportunity for our young visionary housekeepers on how they can able to contribute with their innovative idea to achieve the sustainable development goals. So this particular competition is going to be held online on the 22nd July 2023 on Saturday. It's going to start from 9 a.m. onwards. All right. So if you all look at here, I'm presenting you the Sustainable Development Goals, which is developed by the United Nations in the year 2015. All the 195 nations have concentrated their efforts in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. This Sustainable Development Goals comprise of 17 interlinked goals. Number one, no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, reduce inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institution. Finally, the partnership for the goals. So these are the 17 sustainable development goals which we are supposed to achieve before 2030, so that this particular planet will be a prosperous and a peaceful for both human beings as well as for the plants and animals to lead a very harmonious life. So as I mentioned earlier, housekeeping involves involvement of various aspects in its operations, right from chemicals to equipments to the human resources to customers. There are a lot of cleaning processes are involved. So we should be confident enough to see how housekeeping can play a very important role in contributing to this sustainable development goals. So each of these goals is converted as a competition where the young visionary housekeepers are provided with an opportunity to contribute their innovative idea, or it could be in the form of a presentation, or it could be in the form of a prototype, or it could be in the form of a product or a service, or even it could be a policy also. So the selected YUVA member, one member for all the competition, or 17 members or 17 competition per institution is provided with a particular schedule. You will be attending this competition via MS Teams. The same link will be followed during the competition day also. So on the particular day, the mentors will be joining, and also the participants will be joining in. The mentors will give the introduction about the code which was allotted for a particular institution, and also you'll give details about the YUVA mentors who are going to participate in this particular competition. Let me quickly run through the rules and regulations which are going to be followed as part of this competition. Number one is, as I mentioned earlier, each sustainable development goal is considered as one competition. In totally 17 individual competition is available for a participant to attend. Each competition can be participated by only one participant per college. It is basically an individual participation. Unlike the previous competition, what we had a group participation. Here, if, for example, if we take a no poverty, it can be attempted by only one individual from your college for that particular competition. All right. And one participant can participate in multiple competitions. Sometimes you may be having a scenario where not all the students are interested, or you may not be having students attending one competition. So in this case, yeah, one individual student itself can able to participate in the multiple competition also. For example, if we take a college, and if they are having only one student who is capable and interested in participating in this competition, such a student can participate in all the competition. It's not necessary that like people have to participate in all the competition until otherwise like they do not have an aspiration to go for bagging the overall sustainability champion. In case if you have a thought, yes, I'm going to grab that championship, then you will have to participate in all the competition, because your overall score, what you have gained for each of the competition, is going to determine whether you will be qualifying and whether you will be able to compete for the overall sustainability champion. All right. So the faculty member will be required to attend the competition, as I mentioned here, along with the participating student, only for the coordination. The members will not be required or allowed to help the student during the presentation to the judges. All the events will be conducted via MS Team. The same link will be followed for the skill development competition also. Okay. Each college will be provided with a maximum of 5 minutes, to showcase the innovation to achieve sustainable development goals. It could be in the form of a oral idea pitching. For example, if Sudhagar is a young visionary housekeeper, I can just come into the MS Teams and I'll say that I'm going to participate today in no poverty, and the idea what I have for housekeeping to achieve no poverty is this. So I can do a oral pitching, or I can say that today I'd like to present a short presentation, PowerPoint presentation on how housekeeping can able to contribute in eradicating the poverty to achieve the sustainable development goals. In case if we do not want to do both of this, I want to go for a video presentation. I can play one video in which I have created it, and I can show it to the judges. I can explain about it, or the video itself can explain what is the idea which is going to be proposed to achieve a particular sustainable development goals. For example, no poverty, or it could be in the form of a prototype, or it could be a product presentation, or it could be a service model presentation. So the students have opportunity just come in without any kind of investment to participate in this competition. Only thing is the mindset, the research in the literature, coming out with some innovative idea. It's the only thing what is required to achieve a good success in this competition. All right. And it's also important for the participant to include any of the leading hotels, hotel companies, or ancillary industry brands to showcase how the proposed innovation can be implemented in that company. For example, if I'm going to say that Hilton is one of the brand which can able to provide internships for the unemployed youth in order to create livelihood opportunities. That way, it helps to eradicate the poverty. I can say that, okay, Hilton brand can able to provide internship opportunities for the unemployment youth, through which the livelihood is generated and their poverty can be slowly eradicated. This could be one of the example which the participant can actually say to the judges who are going to be evaluating in the competition. So maximum of 3 participating companies for one event can be selected. When I say hotel brands, you can select any brands across the globe. When I say ancillary industry brands, it could be such as like Aramco or Ecolastic, any of the companies which are actually supporting the housekeeping department by supplying the necessary resources. It could be chemicals, it could be amenities, or it could be technology, or it could be linen, fabrics, furniture. It could be of any of the brands. So try to select well-known brands as possible, so that it's easy for the evaluator also to understand how such innovation, what you are proposing, is going to be feasible to be implemented in the respective companies. All right, point number 8 talks about the innovation what is going to be proposed has to be strictly related to housekeeping or accommodation industry. Some people cannot provide some of the innovation which is not at all possible or comes under the purview of the housekeeping department itself. So you should be very, very specific. The example what I gave earlier is providing internship in housekeeping department for an unemployed youth can be an example on how livelihood opportunities can be created in order to eradicate the poverty. So it has to be very, very specific related to housekeeping and the accommodation industry. Any innovation that is proposed by the participant which is not related to the housekeeping or accommodation industry will be disqualified, and it will fetch only 0 marks. All right. All the competitions will be conducted one after the other in one single day. Already have circulated schedule for all the 7 participating colleges with regards to the timings. If it is your timing, you are required to log into the MS Teams only as per the timings. So kindly follow the schedule which is provided. If it is possible for us to conduct a second slot, if it is practically feasible, the colleges which could not register can able to appear in the second slot. However, the preparation is always good. All right, going further, people are not going to ask the housekeeping students only about how to do a bed making or how to set up a room amenity or how to do a floral arrangement. They are also going to check how sustainable the budding students are, who will able to ensure sustainability in the housekeeping operation. This is going to be one of the most important skill which will be seeked by the employers when you are applying for a job in the future. And as mentors also, when we are guiding our students on this particular area, we also happen to learn a lot of things which will be helping us to provide a better learning and awareness for the YUVA members. All right. The point number 10 talks about the mentor announcing the name while participating in the competition. But here, instead of the institution name, you are required to mention only the code of your institution, what has been assigned and circulated in the respective WhatsApp group, and the students who are going to participate in the event. For every event, there should be one announcement done so that there is no discrepancies while entering the marks for the evaluation. All right. So this event is going to be judged based on the grooming standards maintained by the student, their innovativeness, their novelty, their professionalism, time taken to present a particular innovation, and also the overall feasibility to achieve the sustainable development goals via the proposed oral idea pitching or PowerPoint or a video presentation or a prototype or a product or a idea presentation by the expert judges. All right. The decision of the judges will be the final. The maximum participant from an institution will be 17 participants, since it's going to be only 17 competition, and all the competitions are going to be individual competitions only. All right. So I'm sure many of the institutions would have conducted your preliminary event. In case if not conducted, you still have a time. Today is only Monday. Kindly conduct one preliminary event to understand the students who are really capable of attending the final competition, so that they will be able to take up the journey of getting the overall championship when they are participating in the competition. All right. Point number 15 talks about only PHA YUVA members are qualified to participate. It is the responsibility of the mentor to ensure that the students who are participating in the competition or PHA YUVA members kindly do not nominate any of the students who are not a PHA YUVA member. That is against the code of conduct of this particular competition. Any breach of rules will lead to disqualification. Registration will be done only through the PHA YUVA mentors. So already we have collected details with regards to the participating institutions who are going to attempt in this particular skill development competition. With regards to the student details, again, we will be collecting the student detail also. Once the student details are collected, it is going to be configured in the Google form. So there is not going to be any kind of manual entry in order to avoid any kind of error while filling up the marks or while doing the evaluation. So I will be coordinating with each of the mentors from the 7 institutions which have already confirmed their participation to collect the full name of the student, so that name of the student will be there in the Google form. The expert judges will be simply selecting your institution ID, and they will be selecting the student names, the competition, and they will be providing the score. So the best thing about this particular competition is it's not just about the students who are going to win in the competition. Even the mentors, like we have done last time, the mentors also is going to get equal recognition in terms of securing a gold, silver, and a bronze medal for every competition. If it is a 17 competition, for 17 competition, you will have one competition, you will have gold, silver, and a bronze medal. And also there is going to be a overall winner and a runner champion trophy for the sustainability championship. All right. So let's see who's going to be winning the gold, silver medal, and bronze medal for every sustainable development goals, which is going to be a competition for the skill development. I don't need to give much information about the organizer. This is being brought to you by the Professional Housekeepers Association and the PHA YUVA, exclusively to ensure that the PHA and PHA YUVA members are getting benefited from such kind of engagements, which is not usually covered in the academics. I'm sure in our academic curriculum, we do not touch about much of sustainability element is concerned, but through this competition, I'm sure our students will able to gain some of the insights on when they enter the industry, how they can able to significantly contribute to sustainability that will help to enhance the sustainability score of the organization and also to achieve the sustainable development goals. If there is any kind of doubts with regards to this particular competition, we have created a WhatsApp group, exclusive WhatsApp group. Do not feel hesitant to text in at any time. You will be getting the response in maximum of 10 minutes or in a minimum of 10 minutes to a maximum of 1 hour. I'm always there to ensure that there is a good participation happens. It's a informed participation. We really do not want people to participate in the competition without having a proper clue. So I'm there to guide, mentor, train both the mentor as well as the YUVA members so that there is a best participation and it's going to take place. That will be helpful for us to propose such innovations to the leaders who are there in the accommodation industry. That's the main agenda is all about. So we have exactly another 4 more days to go. I'm sure within this 4 more days, we can do wonderful preparation and ensure that our preparation, our participation in this curtain raiser skill development organized by PHA and PHA YUVA is highly successful. Now, the platform is open for mentors, anyone to ask questions. I'll be happy to clarify the same. Ms. Vinita Kumari, you can ask questions. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, I have a doubt, like the PPT or any kind of presentation what student is making, do we need to send you before the event or is there any
during
selection?
The event.
You will do
during the event.
Okay, during the event?
Yeah. During the event, the student will be provided access to present the PPT. They can play it. Please kindly ensure that all the mentors and the students are familiar to use MS Teams in terms of screen sharing, going into the slideshow mode. That preparation can be taken care of. It. No prior submission is required, except the submission of the student details, which I will be collecting by tomorrow. The full name of the students tomorrow or day after.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Please feel free to ask. Feel comfortable. I'm part of PHA family, and I truly want to help the people to ensure that they are achieving a good success in this particular competition. Yes, Smita ma'am.
So nowhere they should mention the college name, no? Because you will give a code, yes. Right?
It is already given. Okay. The code is already given. So when the mentor is announcing, they will mention the code of the college. So
probably how long can they take for a innovative idea?
Maximum of 5
How
minutes.
How do they go about? Should they introduce that they are PHA YUVA member and then give the idea, and then they have to wait for the for any interaction during that time?
Yes, I'm going to be the facilitator for this particular competition. For example, now you are from AIMS, all right? You will log into the meeting along with your PHA YUVA members. You will say, I'm Smita Mohan from the institution ID. These are going to be my team members going to participate in today's Innovation for Sustainable Development Goals competition. And then I will be moderating. First, I will be saying now the competition for no poverty is open. And I will be asking who is the student? Who is the student who is going to participate in no poverty competition? And the student will say, I'm Sudhakar, I'm going to participate in the no poverty competition. Then they will say, the student will say, now I'm going to do your oral pitching. I'm going to share a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to share a video, or I like to show this particular product. or I would like to show this prototype. The student will say in maximum of 5 minutes. All right. So for every institution, we have kept only 1 hour in which all the 17 competitions needs to be getting over in 1 hour, and also the judges will be in a position to mark the marks for the competition also.
Okay.
Okay. So it's going to follow the same order. All right. For example, you are saying that, okay, I do not have participants for this particular event. So we will will be moving on to the next. Okay. So it's not mandatory, but I would definitely suggest all the YUVA members just give it a try, so that your probability of getting overall sustainability champion is going to be high. Last time, the only reason why IHM could grab their overall championship because they had participation in all of it.
All the 5. Yes.
All the 5. Although like some of the institutions did well in other competitions, but because of their lack of participation in other competitions, they could not able to compete for the overall championship.
Fine, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes. Any other questions?
So in the PPT, sir, we should not be mentioning our college name, only the student name, topic, and the code.
Exactly. And keep the slide maximum of 1 or 2 slides because it's less than 5 minutes. So they need to explain what innovation they have. And I will be sharing some of the articles, some of the videos, which will indirectly give some of the clue. People can actually plan about it. When we talk about this industry innovation and infrastructure and all, there are plenty of things which can be mentioned by the PHA YUVA members. There are a lot of innovations. I'm sure they would be having it. They can be able to say, okay, they can say that this can help in achieving this sustainable development goal. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Brilliant. Any other questions from any of the participants of today's mentoring and training session for the curtain raiser skill development?
Good evening, sir. This is Mridul.
Yes.
Sir, if a student is participating in no poverty means, can that same student can participate in participation for goals or life of land?
Sure. Even one student can participate in all the 17 competitions also. There is no issue. Okay. Only criteria is one institution, one competition, one student participation. The student can be the same student or it could be a different student also. That's not an issue.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Are there any other questions? I think if there are no other questions, I wish everyone all the best. Let's work hard for the next 4 more days and brainstorm as many ideas as possible so that we will be able to truly contribute to innovations for achieving sustainable development goals via housekeeping operations across different sectors. Thank you, Dr. Sudhakar. Signing off. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.